Hi all, welcome back. So in our previous video, we have seen how to add data in the dictionary. Now in this video, we will see how to get data, how to read data, whatever has been inserted in the dictionary. So I would collapse this and then I will come out of this for each row and then I will use something called for each. I will use this for each and I would say okay, item is fine, or we can say product, and I will pass our dictionary. So for our case, it is where product dictionary. And also remember, if you are using dictionary, so you have to change the argument. So what will be the browse for type? So if you want to read data from dictionary, always use something called key value as an argument. And you have to use something called system dot collection dot generic and use it like you want to use it as a string. No, you have to use it as a string and you have to use it as a integer and press ok. So once it is done, now if you want to see what output you are getting, you can see that using right line. So like you want to see uh, the output is product dot key. What this product dot key will give? Product dot key will give you the output. So let me press ok and let me run this so that we can see where are we, whether we are getting any error while running these things or not. So and also you can see there is one error here. Why there is an error? Because we have not written anything on the catch section. So let's come here and let's add a catches. So I will use an exception and I will use something called log message here, and I would say error, and I would say exception. I would say exception dot source. Where is that error? Plus I would say at x source at, and then I would say what is the exception message. So this is how we are getting what the error message we are dealing with. So I wrote like this. So now you can see the error has gone, and now let's run this to see whether we till now whatever we have done is correct or not. So you can see the bot has started executing it and the file has ran successfully. And let's see what is the output. You can see the output: Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Slice, Mountain Dew, tea, coffee. You are getting the output dot key. If suppose if you want to get the same thing, if you want to get the value as well, so you have to use product suppose plus product dot value dot toString, because it is an integer, that's why you are getting an error. Now let's press ok and let's rerun it. Let's see what is the output we are getting. Let's go to the output section and you can see here we are getting the same thing: Coca-Cola with all the sum of the quantity, Pepsi, Slice, Mountain Dew, tea, coffee. So this is our first requirement, that we have to add these things. So it means whatever we did till now, it is working fine. So let me remove this right line, because we don't have to use right line. We have to use something called log messages everywhere, because it is the best practices. We have not written anything as a best practices for now. First we will complete our requirement and then we will start executing or doing the best practices. So what we have to do is we have to work on an Excel file now. And what we have to do, first we have to open this same Excel file, and then what we have to do, we have to first give an insert and then do all these things. So let's see how we can do that. For that we have to use something called Excel application scope, and inside the we have to use this variable where path, and inside this Excel application scope we have to use this for each loop. Now it all started. Now uh, all the things count and all these things is done. So now let's take an assign activity and let's check what is the count value. We are always talking about this product dictionary, but we have forget that we have another dictionary which is also giving us count. Before that, let's do some insert, or we will do it later. First let's count, let's find this count. So how to find this count? So we can do this like this. So count, first of all, this dictionary where count, and then in that you have to pass this product. Suppose if you will pass this product, and then we have to use something called dot to a string, and let's see what is the output we are getting. So we are getting an error. Why we are getting an error? Oh, okay. So product dot key, if suppose, and let's see what is the output we are getting this time. So these right line we are using for our purposes only. We are not recommending it in best practices. So you can see we got the count as well. How many counts? So suppose how many counts of Coca-Colas are there? So 10, and you can verify it here. In the output it is 10, 8, 8, 6, 12 and 11. So let me remove this as well. Now what we have to do, we have to take an assign activity, and we have to start using the insert command, and where we have to give, remember we have 10 quantities of Coca-Cola and we are giving in the 12 one. Why we are giving in the 12 one? Because the first one is taken by header, and we are giving one extra line, and then we are giving this insert. So 10, one is for header and one is extra. So remember we have to add two extra things. So how to do that? So let's take an assign activity and let's take something called a where cell number or cell number. And what we have to do, we have to first initialize this cell number. We have to give a default value like 1. Why we have to give a default value? Because we know it is the header. Because of the header we are giving this 1, and we have to pass that same thing where count of this dictionary, and we have to pass this dot product dot key. So this thing will give you a integer value plus the variable cell number, which is 1. So right now what is this? So it is something called 10 plus 1, and you can see it is telling you it is okay. The cell number that you are talking here is of type string here. So let's see what is the cell number. You can see the type is string. So let me convert this to integer, and let me make this of these things. Let me make everything as global so that we can access from anywhere. Now we can see the error has gone. And by doing this, what I will do again, what I have to do, remember this one I have added for these things. Now I will again increment this by 1. Why I am doing this? So that I have to insert one row there. For these things there is one activity called insert. Let's see. Okay, so we have to insert a rows. So I will take this insert slash delete rows. and I will tell I have to insert one rows at what position. The position is defined by this cell number. So this cell number is currently 12. 10 was for Coca-Cola, 1 was additional 11, and then we again incremented it by 1. So total becomes 12. And then which sheet number we are talking about? We are talking about sheet 2. So let me make it sheet 2. So this is all that we have done. So what we have did till now it will come here and it will create one rows here. After that, what we have to do? We have to write in that B12, and in we have to also write in C12. So there is two right cell that we have to use. So come back and we have to use something called right cell. We are using Excel, so use two right cell, and we have to use this right shell. In which sheet number we have to use this right shell? In sheet 2. Similarly, we have to use this also in sheet 2. Now we have to write the data in this B12. So how to write this? Come here, range, change the range from here, and write first B and then plus, and then pass this cell number which is currently having the 12 number. Similarly, where you have to write it again. So where you have to write it again. So suppose Pepsi has 7. So what you have to write? So suppose earlier it was 12. 12 plus 7, 8, 19. So where you are writing now? You are writing at 21. Why 21? Because 12 you already did. So this was, no, this was 8. So 12 plus 8, 20, and this one 21. So this will hold the value. This is where cell number will become 21 next time. So you don't need to do anything. And what you have to write? You have to write something called total equal to, like this. And in this right cell, what you have to write? You have to write in which cell? You have to write in cell C. And what you have to write? You have to write this same where cell number dot toString, and what value you have to write? You have to pass the value of this. Which value? You have to pass this value, product dot value dot toString. So this will give you the quantity, and you are directly passing it into the workflow. So this is all the things, that the basic requirement that you have did. Now in our next video we will see how to use the best practices, and there in the next video we will run it. So let's meet you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.